bag. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to talk about a British designer called Stella McCartney. But if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, do consider subscribing. I post video every Sunday about luxury items or what I consider luxury, places of interest, wherein I'll give you a little bit of a history, some background, suggestions, my honest opinion, hoping at the end of the video, you'll learn a thing or two. Okay, Stella McCartney. I mean, the surname alone, McCartney. I think everyone knows who is McCartney. He is. Paul McCartney is one of the bandmate of the Beatles. So the Beatles, my dear God, I remember my dad is absolutely obsessed with that band, and I do like the Beatles too. So could you imagine being the daughter of one of the most famous band in the world? So yeah, she was born in 1971 in London, England, to Paul McCartney of the Beatles and Linda, her mother, who is also a famous American photographer, and she's also animal activist and also a vegan. So, I mean, your parents is so famous. So you could just imagine it'd be too much for the kids. It'll be overwhelming, I could imagine. So her mother, Linda, decided to move them from London to take them to countryside, which is understandable, to keep the kids grounded. So during that time, obviously, Stella becomes kind of like into fashion. At the age of 13, she designed her very first jacket. Would you believe that? 13 years old, you're already thinking of designing or fashion. And after 3 years from that time that she designed her first jacket, she did some apprenticeship to a lot of famous designer. Of course, I suppose they will accept that because he is Stella McCartney, isn't it? It is the daughter of one of the Beatles. So then in 1999, she won the best British Designer of the Year. So again, 1999, you already won the British Designer of the Year according to the L Award. That's it. I was lost there for a while. Then in 2001, she launched her very first fashion line in Paris, or the clothing line. Again, my dear God, this woman is so gifted and really lucky. Then after that, she became the creative director when we had an Olympic here in UK in 2012. So she designed the clothing that they're gonna wear while competing during the Olympic. And then in 2016, she became the creative designer again, the director for British Team GB. So this time it's like the swimwear. And then along the way, in partnership, while doing all this designing for Team GB with Adidas. So she paired with the trainers and all of this clothing, gym clothing, the lot. So, and then she ventured out to a lot of things. So then she decided that I need to design a bag. But one step back, in 2009, she campaigned for a fur-free and leather-free materials to the clothing or any design that you will be using. So she is campaigning for that. And then the good part as well, 2023. So she received a CBE award from King Charles. What CBE stands for? It is a Commander of the Order of British Empire. This is in recognition of her forever campaigning the sustainability and her contribution to fashion. I mean, wow. The CV of this woman is unbelievable. I have to stop because the more I read about Stella McCartney, the more I was absolutely impressed. I mean, there is nothing else that I can kind of like think to say about her achievement. That is definitely girl power to you, Stella McCartney. So and then she decided, because she's doing all this sustainability and fur-free, leather-free, and all of that jazz, and also a vegan, so why not design a bag? Because she lives in countryside, she bound to own a horse, isn't it? I'm presume they have so many different type of horse, so many different breed of horses. So one of the breed of horses that obviously they own is called Falabella. So it is a miniature horses. So she uses that in honor of that particular horse's breed. So hence the born of the Falabella bag. So when it came out, I wanted to purchase one of those. It's the tote one that I first caught my eye. But then in the end, I was like thinking, I'm not buying that. Maybe because it's so heavy, because it's had chain on it, around it. But I was wrong, because the chain is actually a recyclable chain that's quite light because it's made out of aluminum. Okay, so I kind of like, oh, I already got a lot of tote bags, so why not get something different? So guess what I've got? Ta-da! So I purchased myself a clutch on chain. So this bag, I mean clutch I should say, well, you can use it obviously as a bag from day to night. So you can see it is matte finished, and it is like suede texture feeling to it. It has a little bit of a glow to it, isn't it? Like a sparkle that around it. This is to do with the material that they use. And a lot of material that they use are like, some of it are like polyester, recyclable polyester from old water bottle, and the filling is like suede. It has like a feeling of suede to it. It has that appearance, and it's also, what do they call, a alter kappa vegetarian leather. That's a mouthful, huh? So look at this. You can use it as a cross body bag. You can use it as a shoulder bag, like so. And then obviously the main purpose, if you put it, tuck it inside, it becomes a clutch. So I am so impressed with this chain, with this clutch on chain. What's wrong with me? So as you can see from the outside, it's a very simple construction. The chain is sewn to it all around, yeah. And then there's this round disc that is called, that will have a name, Stella McCartney. Okay, when you open it, it's like that. It has a one slip compartment, and then there is like a leather bit in here that says Stella McCartney made in Italy. And then the materials you can see all around it was with all the name Stella McCartney. And then when you open it, when you flipped it I should say, you'll have this 2 tag that what gives you the serial number. So this is so, honestly, it is so cute, and the texture is so soft. It's very malleable. I mean, wow. So you can just like, it's kind of like, this is what I called a discreet luxury. Like I want to use discreet, but they always call it as quiet luxury. So again, if you're into that, not in your face, I'd suggest get yourself a Stella McCartney clutch or chain on clutch or clutch on chain that would see you through for a very, very long time. And at the same time, you will help the environment because everything that she used are all sustainability. It's all recycled. I mean, this woman is honestly the campaign that she did together with the rest of her friends as a fashion designer. It's phenomenal. I cannot find anything bad said about Stella McCartney because she really campaigned for it heavily for our environment. Hence, King Charles awarded her with CBE. So guys, I hope I've given you a lot of information about Stella McCartney Falabella bag, about Stella McCartney history, about her campaign, continue campaigning for fur-free and leather-free materials to be used for bag or clothing or trainers or whatever that may be. And yeah, bag yourself a Falabella bag by Stella McCartney. That's it, guys. Remember, keep smiling and bye for now. Have a lovely weekend, guys.